Our second speaker has been a Toastmaster for just a couple of months. He is doing a 5 to 7 minutes with a speech titled Hard Choices. This is part of understanding leadership style. Our second speaker runs his own business, co-founded and advised multiple small businesses. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, please help me welcome with a thunderous applause our second speaker, Roman. Hard choices. Roman. Take it away, Roman.
You're muted, Roman.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Bert and fellow Toastmasters. Well, every time when someone hears that I run my own business, well, not every time, but pretty often people would go immediately to, oh, I want to do this as well. I want to run my own thing, and so on. I would ask normally, why do you want to do that? And what do you think it is? What does it take? Well, I want to do it because I'm working from home on my own terms, on my own time, not being responsible to anyone, not answering to anyone. Okay, so you want to do it because you think that's leadership? How that even running your own thing is different from management? Well, what does distinguish leader from a manager? Oh, it's title in the thing. When I hear that every time I ask myself, is it even right? Of course it is not. So, in today's speech, I want to answer these questions. The agenda is pretty simple. What is leadership and how it's different from management? What does it take to be a leader? And what choices must be made and why they are hard? And to move forward, let's look at history. Since we're here in Orange County, specifically, let's look at history of two places, Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland. So, typical leaders, they normally have this passion. They have an agenda they want to pursue. They want to do what they always wanted. Take a look at Walter Knott. He moved here in 1920, and his wife, Cordelia, started a restaurant. So finally, some money came arriving, and Walter Knott was passionate about ghost towns, about the exploration, especially West Coast exploration and the American culture. This is why he figured out that while people are waiting in line to get into Knott's chicken dinner restaurant, he might as well entertain those people somehow. That's how Ghost Town started. People waited in line, and while they were waiting, they were told, oh, come over here, there's a volcano. You can just press a button, and the volcano is going to erupt, and everything. Go around, check out all the old buildings, all the Ghost Town stuff. And people got excited, so the line grew up more, and that's how eventually Chicken Dinner Restaurant became a theme park, America's first theme park, because of Walter Knott passion. Or let's talk about Disney. He was playing. Disney and his daughter were playing at Griffith's Park. Disney was sitting on a bench, and he was hoping, I wish there would be a nice place I can take my daughter to, and it would be all magical. That's how theme park Disneyland suddenly got created. They just pursued the vision they wanted to. But are they truly independent? Well, independence comes at a price. In order for Walter Knott to move here, he had to buy out shares from his brother. because the ranch was initially co-owned by his brother as well. His brother decided that it's better if he invests somewhere else. And same 20, so Great Depression. It's pretty much about to hit us. Walter had to buy his brother's share to start a restaurant. They haven't had any money. Walter and Cordelia just started out of nowhere. Disney, in order to start Disneyland, which everyone told him was going to be a failure, he had to sell his house. And in order to start Disney company and make cartoons, he had to cut contract with Universal. He had to cut down the contract with Universal and work from a garage that he rented back in Los Feliz. So being independent, yes, it's an amazing feeling, but it comes at a price, at a very steep price. Now, how's leadership different from management? Well, Walter not in Walt Disney, they had their vision, but in order to pursue that, they had to make the ends meet. For Knott's Berry Farm, it's the Russell, Walter's son, who took over the business, who was very adamant about finances, who was looking out for the company. Marion, she was the one who expanded a small ghost town into a theme park. She was the one who introduced Fiesta Village, Roaring Twenties area, and Camp Snoopy. It was because she was so determined to expand the theme park. Disneyland? Well, Walt Disney had a brother, Roy Disney. Whenever Walt would want to do something, he would pursue his vision and oh, okay, let's do that. Roy would be responsible for finances. He would be the one who would talk to the banks, make sure that ends are met, to finance everything, to organize everything. Leadership is not just pursuing what you want to see. It's also, to a certain degree, as management. And management is making sure that everything is done properly and the ends are met. My favorite part also, whenever I would ask someone these questions, would be the answer is, oh, leadership, it's also about fame and title, the CEO. Let's again dive into history and look at a certain person. When Walt Disney came to Knott's Berry Farm, and he was looking at the ride called Calico Mine Ride. One of the creators of the ride was standing next to him. And Walt Disney saw it, and there was no line. There was no people in line whatsoever. It's like, good luck next time. Bye-bye. He started walking in that line. There was one or two persons. He was standing there, and then the line turned, and it became bigger. Disney was shocked. The very concept of hidden line was born at Calico Mine. Oh. And the person who built it, who designed it, is Bud Hurlbut. Bud Hurlbut is the person who pretty much defined the theme park industry. So, when you're asked what it means to be a leader, remember that. And I'm over the time, so back to you, Bert.